Tonight, you are going to go to bed and wake up tomorrow to the text that you've always wanted from your specific person. And the crazy thing is, you can actually swap out text with whatever you want. If you want to call, if you want to be asked out, if you want to have a date, anything can happen if you change your belief in relation to it. Because I know a lot of people are probably thinking, Kyle, that sounds crazy. How am I supposed to go to bed tonight and then wake up to what I want in my reality? But that's something called quantum leaping, where you change your belief in such a way that you wake up or change your reality instantaneously. And the way in which we're going to be able to do this is that we need to alter our perspective when it comes to hard work. Sometimes we feel as if we have to work really hard in order to create the outcomes that we want. But in truth, you can only interact in your reality with the ways or beliefs that you set upon it. So if you are assuming something to take a lot of time and to take a lot of work, that's actually the only reason that it seemingly takes a lot of time and a lot of work. I know, crazy. The law of assumption is working here, because everything you assume to be effortless somehow ends up that way, and everything you assume to take a lot of time ends up that way. And so there's an easy metaphor that you can use in order to alter your beliefs so you can manifest exactly what you want. And in this metaphor, I just want you to imagine your reality like a video game. Imagine, if you've seen The Matrix, pretend as if you're in The Matrix, you're in a simulation, everything is a video game, and you are the programmer. So how do you interact with that game? You would say, not only are you able to play in it, but you're also able to alter anything in that game at any given time. And if you pose as the character that is playing in the game, then you have to abide by all of the rules that you as the programmer have set. But your reality with your manifestation is not much different from that. Right now, if you try to do things in your reality, just like the programmer playing the game, you have to play it in accordance to what rules or what codes that you've placed in there as the programmer. So when it comes to our manifestation, the concept of trying to wake up to a text from our specific person tomorrow will seem difficult if you leave the coding of this video game of your reality as it is, because as it is right now, it may seem difficult. And if you jump to the concept of the programmer, it's like trying to accomplish a mission in the video game, but seemingly worrying that it's taking so long. But in reality, everything takes as long as how you coded it. So if you were to ask yourself, how long does it take me? How much work do I have to put in to get $1 million? That's the answer is what you've coded it to be. If you think of being with your specific person, how long is it going to take me to be with my specific person? Or how much effort does it take for me to be with my specific person? It's just how you coded it. If you were to as well, think of it in the video game, if you were to go chop down a tree, the tree is only going to act in relation to the codes that you've set for it, which I know sounds strange at first, but when you begin to realize this in your reality, everything shifts quantumly to the outcome that you want. You could also relate it to being in a dream. If a simulation isn't really hitting it for you. In a dream, if you were to interact with anything around you, you would know that whatever you are seeing within your dream is just an aspect of you. It's just a reflection of you. If you are in the woods, right? The woods are essentially you. They're just an extension of you. And for you to interact with that dream, if you want to get rid of the forest or alter it, you chopping down the tree physically in a direct relation to it in your 3D reality means that you have to do it in the ways that you set in stone. So if it takes a lot of time to chop down a tree, then that's exactly what it's going to take for you. But if you remember that you are the dream, you could just eliminate the forest and make whatever you want. You could make mountains. You could literally move anything and be anything and have anything that you want. And your reality is no different. So when we think about waking up to a text or a call or a date from your specific person, remember, it's not the physical reality that you have to work hard in. You just have to change the coding. If that seems difficult, if that seems hard, then we just have to change the coding that we have, which in essence is your beliefs, because everything just takes as long as you believe it to take. And if you think about your life or your reality and how it has gone in the past, I would imagine that you would experience and have a lot of evidence for this concept. And so if that does feel really difficult right now, I want you to ask yourself why. Why can't you wake up to a text from your specific person? Why can't you wake up to them asking you on a date? Why can't you wake up to literally laying right next to them? There's a million ways in which your reality can bring that to you, because the bridge of events just needs some sort of logical way in order to interact. Remember, the bridge of events just happens or is created in a way that seems logical, but logic is not universal. Logic is not something that everyone is abiding by. Logic is just the connection of your beliefs. Someone who's married to their specific person expects to wake up to their specific person, or to wake up to a text, or to wake up to that date, right? They expect that. And so that's logical for them. But if our beliefs or ideas or the coding we place on our reality through our beliefs is the opposite, then we do not expect that. We expect the opposite. But it's just that expectancy, that confident expectancy, if you will, that's what's actually deciding what occurs. And if you can remember, your reality is a dream, it's not as real as you think it to be, then your mind will open up to this idea that you can wake up to that text. You can literally wake up to anything that you want. There is no limit to it. And just to give you proof of this, I want to show you a success story that supports this concept. So this is someone who I worked with in email coaching, and they emailed me with the title phone pop-up. So they wrote, "Hi, Kyle. I just want to thank you again for your words and support in our email coaching. I was recently watching a video of yours and I had a pop-up for my specific person. I also realized I had put my phone on Do Not Disturb, where I've had numerous pop-ups I haven't been aware of that I've seen later." What we are seeing in this success story is that final decision, or in essence, the final change in belief, which in our metaphor is the change in coding that led to their specific person immediately responding to them. Because it was through the coaching and then through the video that led them to finally realize, oh my gosh, my reality, I don't need a lot of hard work. I don't need a lot of effort. I can literally put my phone on Do Not Disturb, not even worry about it, and my specific person will text me. That's the belief that we accumulated or created in our mind that made everything easier. They were taking up the identity of the programmer in their reality and coded their reality for their specific person to text them, because everything is just a relation to a belief. And so if we think again, the difference in belief that would lead to hard work, they could be thinking that their specific person won't text them unless they do fill in the blank. And we all have these same exact ideas. We think this won't happen unless blank happens. But unless we change that relationship, we change that coding, we change that belief, we have to actually do whatever it is that we believe in order to create it. So as soon as they let go of this idea of, for my specific person to text me, I have to blank. As soon as they let that go, then they saw their reality or their specific person show up for them literally in an instant. And your manifestation is going to be no different. So comment down below exactly what you want to wake up to. And then comment, if you want to, what your kind of beliefs currently are in regards to that. So my specific person will text me if blank, and you can fill in the blank for anything that you want. Start the recoding process of your mind and your reality, and you will see how easy it can be by comparison. Just by changing the coding, you will see a change in your reality, because everything around you is a dream. It's a reflection of you. And so logical stuff isn't logical in the way you think it is. It's just logic in relation to the state. So make sure to comment that down below. As well as that, comment down any questions, any thoughts, any worries, any successes with your 3-day manifestation challenge as well, because we've been doing this on this channel, which is a lot of fun. Also in the comments, say hi to Layla, me and my specific person's cat. Give Layla some love down below. If you did have any questions, or you just wanted to contact me personally, make sure to head over to kyleaugustcoaching.com. That's where you can send a success, a question, or anything that you don't want to post publicly directly to me. As always, thank you so much for stopping by today, and I can't wait to see you in my next video tomorrow. And by that time, you will have woken up to exactly what you wanted to manifest.